All right. If your sun is in Aries, this is for you, okay? Sun in Aries. At the core of your being lies excitement, intensity, and the quest for new experiences. You were born to act on your instincts and the sudden prompting of inspiration, for yours is the sign of action, and you learn through primarily direct involvement with life. You naturally lean toward the future and tend to be inspirational and motivational for others. As the first sign of the zodiac, you are the pioneer, the initiator that gets the ball rolling. Not known for completing projects, you would rather leave that for others, as you are most inspired when a project or relationship is new and fresh. Whether you constantly jump into new experiences or approach familiar situations with a new perspective, this quest for newness and adventure is central to your character. You are naturally guided by instinct, so trust your impulses. Let enthusiasm be your guide. Your search for wholeness demands that you follow your heart and then later stop and figure things out. This impulsiveness might lead you to make a few more careless mistakes than others do, but it also opens the door to many new experiences. You become more effective as you learn to harness and direct your energy. Early in life, your energy is like a flamethrower, but with experience, it becomes more like a laser light, just as intense, but with more focus. Physical exercise is a form. Hold on a second. All right. Physical exercise is one of the paths that can help to keep you centered. Rigorous forms of exercise are good for burning off excess energy, but you will find that calming forms that center on breathing, such as yoga, qigong, are especially beneficial as a counterbalance to your intensity. These disciplines help you focus and take responsibility for being in your center and not in the state of reaction to the world. Your fiery nature is a catalyst that can bring out the best and worst in others. Relationship skills and needs. You might periodically wish you didn't always have to be the one who gets things started in your relationship, but then again, you are good at it. You are at your best with a dynamic partner who can keep up with you. When you are lost in the shuffle of a relationship, which translates into not getting enough attention, you can be miserable. You crave adventure and thrive on excitement, so a relationship that becomes predictable bores you. Aries, the sign of independent action, gets tested in its ability to stay balanced with the needs of others in relationships. How to maintain independence within cooperative relationships is your special test. The secret to maintaining satisfying long-term involvements is to challenge yourself to always find new adventures of personal growth within the relationship. The Aries ram is going to butt its head against something, and you get to decide what. Impulse serves you well, so trust your inner voice. You seem to function best in relationships that respect and encourage this part of your character, but simultaneously help you harness and direct your energy so that it is not dissipated through initiating too many experiences at once. Areas to work on. How to maintain the intensity and pace of life that you enjoy while learning to be patient with others is the main test here. Others can interpret your need for action as being pushy. You're often in some form of competition with yourself, but those around you can interpret this as competition with them. which of course leads to problems. Be mindful that too much self-involvement can keep you from being sensitive to the needs of others. By cultivating your listening skills as well as your patience, you can overcome your tendency to interrupt others when they are speaking. Understanding Sun and Aries in others. These individuals need plenty of elbow room, so don't crowd too close. The paradox for Aries individuals is that they want your attention at the same time they are fighting for their freedom, so it's going to be tricky to find a point of balance. They learn best through their own experiences and like to make their own decisions, so there's no point in trying to direct them. Just stand back and watch, or participate when you can. Their spontaneous and fresh responses do have a childlike, innocent quality, and you will likely find this to be their most attractive trait. Aries individuals operate well on the spur of the moment, so leave some of the planning details for the last minute and stay open to spontaneous changes of plan. These people can become impatient when there's too much talk and not enough action. They thrive on momentum. They can also get irritable when they feel too hemmed in. When they have inspired you, let them know. They need the feedback. They are more insecure than you might think, and their boastfulness is often a cover-up for self-doubt. Ask them some very personal questions about themselves, offering constant reassurance that you are genuinely interested in their lives. They are not so fragile that you will have to agree with all they do, but they do need your support. Express it often if you want them to know you care. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac and is thought of as being the most driven by instinct. Knowing that their actions are not premeditated will help you excuse some of the brashness that you may experience. This is a sign of action. Don't expect these people to eventually outgrow their restlessness and settle down into a routine, because they won't. Your Aries partner will always crave the excitement of new experiences.